I'm Otho Farrow. This is Metropolis Greens. Sustainability of what we're involved in is in agriculture. So we believe in having locally grown food, access to healthy food, and teaching young people how to do that as well. My foray into ag tech happened when I lived in New York City. I used to work for Bose, so I would go to store on the subway, and I saw these containers actually in Marcy projects. And I thought they were construction containers. I thought engineers were in them and they were just, maybe had blueprints and all of that. But as I was walking around on the ground, I noticed the doors were open and there was all this pink hue, as you can see in the background. And I thought it was a pop-up party. And I asked the girl, I said, so what's going on here? She's like, we're growing crops. I was like, growing crops? And I was just amazed by the whole concept. When I came back to the Midwest, I realized that everyone here was still doing farming the same way they've always done it. While this is the Farm Belt, most of the lettuce comes from California, comes from Arizona and Mexico. And that's really truly unsustainable, right? We're shipping in all this food that basically is perishable and doesn't last nearly as long as it should, and doesn't have the nutritional value that it should either. So I thought that this would be an opportunity to bring this kind of technology here. One of the first things I had to do was learn how to operate this thing. It's not that difficult, but once I did get going, one of the big challenges that I had was just, getting customers, right? And the consistency with getting customers. While I was trying to get that customer base and getting individuals to buy my lettuce and arugula and all the other great products that I was growing, I had a number of tours from Purdue Polytechnic. They came out and did a wonderful class tour over, I think it was 2 months. Growing kids came out. They brought a large group of children to come out and see the farm. So one of the things that I think is going to be really, really impactful is some of the partnerships we're going to have. One, students coming in and learning how to farm hydroponically inside of a shipping container, producing their own food and being able to sell that product back to the school and be eating it themselves. The other thing that I'm excited about is growing these crops and being able to distribute them to homeless populations and to some of the food centers that are helping individuals that at risk for hunger. The community or school is considered socially disadvantaged, and this type of business model I believe, is going to be instrumental in showing kids how to do a sustainable business practically and do it while getting great nutrition. This type of farming has a tremendous upside. There are some downsides to it in terms of sustainability, as it does use a considerable amount of energy. But those things can be mitigated by solar, which are, something that the city of South Bend, along with Navarre Middle School, is looking to partner on to basically make this a net zero container. But the positives far outweigh the negatives, and that is, you can grow up to 2.5 to 3 acres of crops inside 320 square feet. That is just, it's year round, and no pesticides, no herbicides. We reuse all of the water, right? You recycle all of the water. We use about 5 to 10 gallons of water a week. You harvest every week, and that plant production can go directly, like I said, directly to the kids in the cafeteria, and the nutritional value is much higher because we're not spending time on the road, 1,500 miles away or 2,000 miles away, shipping product and burning diesel fuels. And it's, how we farm in this country really doesn't make any sense. It always should have been hyper-local. How it got to be big ag, I don't know. But it's certainly starting to come and be more local because people are more concerned about their food and they want greater access to quality food, you know. So this is the opportunity to really do that.